Hey, I wanted to show you a quick run through of the Slack community for Unreal Collective, as you'll find yourself in there soon enough, and I want to show you how you can best take advantage of it. On the left, we have all these channels. When you join, you're going to be automatically in some number of channels. What I would do is go into the channels tab here where it says browse all channels, click that, and join any channels that you see that you're not a part of that are interesting to you. So a lot of them that come standard are general, freelance, feedback, creative, music, random, reading, shameless asks. They all have their own purpose, which is noted up here, and they all have their own notification settings that you can set. So if you want to be notified anytime there's any message, you go up to this gear here, say notification preferences. You say, I want to get all messages pushed to me on my desktop or on mobile. You can customize this yourself for each individual channel. And I'd recommend taking the time to do that so that you get notified of the messages you want to hear, and everything else you can kind of check in on when you want to. Now, general is where a lot of things happen. Every Friday, for instance, we do wins. So on Friday, I'll say, hey guys, what wins do you have this week? And people will kind of list things that went really well for them that week. It's one of my favorite parts about the Slack community. It's really great because even the folks who have gone through the accelerator in the past jump in and share what they've been working on and what's going well for them. Amy's been letting us know how her book's going. She's written something like 100,000 words at this point. It's really, really fun to keep tabs with everybody and provide some feedback and react to that. So that's in general, and kind of anything goes in general if you're looking for help. I also really like the feedback channel. And so if you have something that you want to get feedback on from the group very quickly, you can post that in the feedback channel and ask for help, something that I do constantly because it helps me also. But I have podcast art coming up, so I asked for feedback on which of these images people like the best, and very quickly got a lot of really great feedback from folks there. In Slack, you can see you have these posts, and if you never used it before, there are also threads. So if Eric says, I have a question for you guys, you don't have to just respond to the entire channel. You can go up here to this thread button, say reply to thread, and you can respond directly to that message, and there can be a whole conversation on that one message in particular. Shameless Asks is a place where if you need help with something, if it's a step beyond feedback, if it's really just like a plug, you can ask for that help here. Maybe it's an event that you're throwing, maybe it's an email list that you have, maybe it's looking over something. That is totally available for you to use. As you see here, I have this themed Slack workspace. It's not the default colors. I share that with you when you join Slack. If you lose that for some reason, need help getting it, please send me a message. But Slack is a really, really great place to be. You can have direct messages with folks. You can just click someone's profile and say, this is Kyle, I want to message him. I recommend completing your profile. So you say, what you do. You can update your status. Add a photo, please. And I would also recommend joining this Make Friends channel, which is an automated channel. There's no conversation here, but it's integrated with this thing called Donut, which is an app. So every 3 weeks, Donut will send a direct message between you and one other person in the community saying you guys matched, set up a time to meet. You can do a coffee meeting if you're in the same geography, or you can do just a video call with each other. Really great way to get to know people that you haven't met before but want to get more acquainted with the community. Last thing, something I should have said first. Introduce Yourself is a channel that I'm going to tell you to please jump into, and when you join the Slack, let us know who you are, where you're from, what you're up to, what you're working on, and how we can help. It's a really great way to quickly meet some people in the community. Before doing that, add a photo of yourself to make it nice and personal. You can go back in time and see some of the folks that have introduced themselves over the last few months. That's a quick overview of Slack. Super excited to have you here. If you have any questions at any time, you can just shoot me a message. You can do Command T, search for Jay, or go to direct messages, search for Jay. Very, very easy to do. So look forward to working with you, and thanks for watching the video.